Can progress. That's about a fifth of the way if I do say. And I can't. These Dr. Seuss times rhymes endless. Is that just us making coffee, get people up and out of here? Hey, the Evening Whispers. Military personnel stationed along the East Coast to prevent immigrants flooding from the Atlantic. Are you sure that'll be okay? Whoa, what happened before? No, not that. The dialogue. Okay? So I read that. Are you sure that'll be okay? Yes! I mean, it would be really hard to pull off. But it's something that makes the story different. Different isn't always good, though. It's a neat concept, I think, but you need to handle it more carefully. And gracefully. I know. Hey, Gala. Gala. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Gala. I'm interrupting. Look, you're having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Rococo was just giving me feedback for the book I'm writing. So it's like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? Just planning to sit and relax. Don't let my persons interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. Although I need to interrupt Rococo for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... Remember my remedy? Of course. Do you want to give it a try again? Well, let's order in quite the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Remember, it's tea and ginger. Welcome back, so tea, ginger, and lemon. And I'm about to brew it up. Best believe we're moving up in this ginger lemon tea. Best believe I tried it, but don't try me. Back in a coffee shop, don't stop. I don't even simp over her. I'm literally her. Let me move my camera over, actually. I like it more over the forward and wine. Is this it? How is it? No. This really doesn't follow my guidelines. You said tea and ginger. Far from it. Pardon me for the mistake. He said tea and ginger, didn't he? Never mind. Bro, what? Anyway, don't mind me. Continue with your discussion. Don't worry, Mr. Gala. We're done for the night. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. You're welcome? Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's me, bro. Come on, I was just joking. He needs to know how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. You might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Oh, come on. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Bailey's. Hiya. How you doing? How you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Rococo was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds very interesting. What's the problem with story? Oh, the story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision will give you a score. What? That score will determine which page you should go to. It sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, it's not that original. But my target here is the mainstream audience. Huh. But that my publisher, that kind of book may go mainstream. Just like the Choose Your Own Adventure book, Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. It's nothing new because of the marketing and the names involved. It reached the mainstream market. Sounds interesting. Highly ambitious, Fry. And this is similar to my other idea, which is making a novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. What? I know, right? It's as if she has all the time in the world, and before even considering the sensitive issue of setting a story in a world where only humans exist. What you say? No, there's no reason why it has to be. There's a reason why it has to be this way. Just once I finish it, okay? Alright, alright. As Rikoko said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story about, by the way? You have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. So what do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte if you know how to make it. Ginger latte if you know how to make it. What did I do wrong with Gala, bro? Friends only, close friends only, so we're not either. And we're on his close friends. I'm on Lewis' close friends. I'm on Myrtle's friends. That's wild. That's real wild from him. I hope he knows that. I'm trying my hardest too to get it down, but sure. Ginger latte. Okay. Going off of what I know, a latte means like milk. Right? Not aside. Probably Skyrim. So it'll be coffee, the milk, and then ginger. Or do we go ginger then milk? Milk and then ginger only makes sense. Because that describes the type of latte. I got you with this art. Let me get my bag real quick. I'm not feeling anything too crazy. Maybe a rotate in and out. Yeah, I like that. Instead of moving the cursor back and forth, we're gonna pour the milk down the middle and keep it going down. While in turn, we do that. So we started here. Okay, that did not work. It's gonna take us some time. We're gonna get it down. You're supposed to move the cursor down at the same time. So start up here, start pouring milk, and then we dance. That looks two cans of terrible. We're gonna go X-Men. Why did that pour weird too? Okay, rotate the stop. This is bad. And down. Alright. Also, we made the comeback. It's not looking like it. Then we etch. It looks so bad. And up. This has potential. Hold on. I might have brought it back. Because now it's like inconsistent, but in a consistent way. Okay, we etch, rotate the cup. That didn't work. That looks better. Here you go. Nice. It's good. But you need more ginger. It's not bad or anything. It's just my personal taste. Noted. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? As in, you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done, as in off. I finished the job. I spent the last few days making sure. And it's done even before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had a few complaints, of course, but I convinced her. By using some design terms she doesn't understand. So you finished your job by lying to her. The finest, my lady. So that's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? Don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know. Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Ooh, spicy. And after I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend, if that makes sense. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay. Let's call him Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend. Still following? And that girl has a friend. That friend is the one that I'm after. Oh, okay. Got it. So she was the hottest of the girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you want to date. Why? I don't want to get into the details, but this succubus was super hot. And other guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua, genius. Huh? Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly! This is getting spicier. The other girl's name was... Let's just call her Rose. Okay, continue. Thanks to Lua. I knew Lua thanks to thanks to our relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. But now, let me finish the story without interruptions. Okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after, and annoyed her so much, but I kept bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at a point, and I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out, and I'd gotten back just as Lua had arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Holy mother of moly! I saw a look on Lua's face. The disbelief, the anger, the sadness. And even without thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. You what? I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He was pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch. And then he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. Sounds like she begged for more like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up easily. I was beaten up pretty bad. So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that, and I don't remember the exact date, but suddenly that friendship turned to a relationship. That's one crazy story. I know. Have you seen her by the chance? Yeah, Lua came by a few days ago. How's she doing? She doesn't send any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument though. With whom? There was this male model. A model. I didn't think she was that type of girl. To go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us the reason behind the fight and about your family stuff. And this guy hid during the discussion. What'd he say? He said he didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, you know, what? You're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or shall I say, most elven families. They think they're all high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, CEO. You know? But ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be an artist. I love art, drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents were crazy, screaming like they're on fire. They told me I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree. You know the roast part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country, accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord, accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Whoa. I mean, come on, this is 21st century. That's not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family's racist. Tell me about it. Lou is the only person that can make me feel alive. Show me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand how Lou was so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation within my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help but overhear your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, a wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put our family before any other. We have to have our own problems within the pack, or we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't it make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought about it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that'll put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about, though. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. That's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the "I left my family for you" card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it'll die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It'll be hard work because life is full of storms. And marriage, it won't survive alone, unloved alone. Whoa, that's deep. We'll have each other, and that's enough of us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege. But you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Empty their entire life savings for an $8 pill. Because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. If you decide to have children, they would have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability they'll be bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, gotta go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've got to go too. We're not out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Rogogo. And Freya. Bye. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you gonna write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration? That sounds like a great idea. Uh, Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. WHO vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally. I remember their voices. He never really changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Catch up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Rococo. Let's order again. The usual. Back to the experiment. Yes. You know what? Try to milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright? You know what to do. No, I don't. You said tea and ginger. But then I'd go tea and ginger. You're not trying to hear it. So could I go milk first? No, I can't. Tea. Primary. You said add milk. Ginger. Milk. Get mad with me, sir. I dare you. We'll box. You can take this thing outside. Ginger milk tea. Latte art. Here we go. We have to get the right idea. What does inverting do? Then we invert it. That did nothing. Except for just put more milk in there. Okay. We're going to etch this and make it simple. In, out, wiggle, 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 shwee-ah. Alright, you see that? In, out, wiggle, 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 shwee-ah. Those two right there. Alright? From here, we're going to rotate the cup. I kind of like it. We're going to keep it like that. Kind of eerie. Okay, try this. Thank you. It's just like I asked. Too bad it's not. It. How about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He's my bodyguard. Oh. Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? Well, he was getting his butt kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those two guys. It was a pretty bad sight. So I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? It's just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. Because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And when this wasted vampire stuck to me, like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too much to drive, so I held a cab. Turns out, he also was too drunk to tell the driver where he had lived. And I was stuck in him until the morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Scala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they might have had ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of the money in the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. And they wanted me to launder the dirty money. So I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. They knew Hyde was innocent, that's why I helped them. He might have been annoying, but he's not a thief. With a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as a bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves. War veterans. Ah, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. Hard. I prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into details about it. Hey, it's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with, let's say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not that easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I own this guy in my life. But thanks to his stubborn persistence and helping me when I needed. Thank you for sharing your story with me. Cool, but the posture is for sure sus. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Rococo, I'd like to order something now. What'd you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? You want a tea-based drink? I got you. Off rip, tea is already warm, so I can slide you milk and then milk again. Yeah, I got you on that. I don't even know what to call it, but it'll work. A tea latte. Let me see what I can put on for you today. Maybe if we work our way out. So we start the rotation off rip, like that. We pour the milk, and then I, like, pull down. I actually like that. I didn't pull down at all. Okay. That looks good. We take one etch from top to bottom. Around. Around. I was trying to make a face. I couldn't think it through. Here's your order. Exactly what I knew. What I wanted. Don't count. By the way, feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speaking of, speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya, by the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I have high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Rococo my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. It's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. It's good to hear. But please, don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. Speaking of hospitals, how is your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word for it. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. That was whose line was that? That was Freya's. Yeah, I'm not sure what you do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff in the hospital. Things like how much specialists cost, and how much it affects our income. Also deal with patients and their families. They require intensive care, such as operations. I go through what we need to do, how much it would cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives, then. You could say that. Dang, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets up very emotionally attached to patients will find this job very rough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe it's because most admins are like me. Rarely talk about our work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially from this later here. What do you mean you're starving? What? Weird as hell. He needs to be less loyal though. Hi. You've been doing this job for a while, right? I'm almost 50 years now. Bristoff, what are you waiting to eat for? Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy... Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I told you before, I'm perfectly fit into this position. But the salary must be higher and better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I can't really figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift starts soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you gonna stay on? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. See you in a few weeks, I guess. Yeah. Safe trip. See you around, Rococo. And you, Freya. See ya. Take care on your way. You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how'd you guys meet? Seriously, after we tell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright. So we made it into this place, back whenever it was a bar. Whoa! I never used Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the ability to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this? A very physical job to a medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze a story out of me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Fred. Come on. I won't get into the details. But going to war, it messes with the head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That would help him get over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least it was the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know it was all about. I didn't know all of. Hey, I didn't know all. Dang. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. We weren't that close yet. So no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But when I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he'd talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprises there, but I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get that professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been working. Good evening, everyone. Is that the voice? Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We're glad to see you too, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? Well, how did I do their voice? Name, we sure have. It was something to that effect. Name, we sure have. That's what it was. Oh, I got it now. Okay. Name, we sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Of course. Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not have need for trivial things like names to interact. But from what you have learned here, since we have the name Neil, there's a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You can say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hi. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Ooh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on the image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah! The Army John Drew album cover. No wonder you look so familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is a very perfect spot to practice your communication skills with Earthlings. Before that, please tell us Earthlings from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That's how you say it, yes? Yeah. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything. Yes. What if I brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we should make you. We should be able to do that. Shall you accept it? Please surprise us. All right. You want something that you gonna feel? All right. You know me. Coffee, warm and bitter. We might go full bitter. That's bitter level 4. No. Back up. Coffee has bitter level 4. Tea has bitter level 4. Green tea has bitter level 4. That has bitter level. Chocolate. Cocoa powder has bitter level 4. Milk shouldn't be bitter at all. So I'm feeling some of the teas real quick. I prefer like something that's bitter but no sweetness. How is tea warm but cool? Then we're gonna go bitter. Bitter. And that lemon would add Ginger? Okay, that's what that does. What if we go green tea and then we double down on the ginger? So make it warm and extremely bitter. I feel like that'll hit it. That has to hit. That's what we call a killer. That's the killer. Yeah, I know you're gonna feel something off of this. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Oh boy. You're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure, Fred. That was definitely the highest form of a compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. We work on drawing space until in the thing you call the Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with a mission to spread our seeds. Oh, you really are here to find a date. From a galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out that people exist everywhere in the universe. Huh. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You do have a valid point. We do not understand. Well, we are glad you can make you laugh. The pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to read with us? We're sorry, but that is classified information. Oh, man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it's going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. Wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go out on a date. Or maybe further. I got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them. But I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People ought to mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you're willing to breed with us in exchange for one of our stories? Wow. No wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories. But I'll listen to someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You'd have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to get to sleep with me. We've heard of those terms before. Let's check on them once again. This is very strange. According to what we have found, many other things mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yeah, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control over ourselves. And then those in charge don't have enough control over us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that's what you got from your information network. Theoretically, that would be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how do you become your boyfriend? You could start by asking whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I'm single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is extremely complicated. Could be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker. Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still totally a different league. Most women prefer if male partners were prophylactics. Prophylactics? Something were to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. Most information is what should process in one evening. So we talked about using prophylactics. How does your kind do the deed? Like, seeing how you drink might not be something you have to use at all. It's true. How do you do it?
We're pretty flexible with that. Well, we cannot tell you the details. Unless we agree to the mating ratio.
I don't want to imagine how it's done.
Well, you don't need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally.
Yeah, not so sure about that. Especially the mental part.
We did our research.
We tried it on the best testing subject we made. It was proven. The mental capacity for Earthlings is far more complicated than anything on Earth, sir. Anything else on Earth, sir?
Oh, we did not know that. Being on Earth sounds very difficult.
It is. I'd have to agree with that.
Anyway, thank you so much for the information you've given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base.
How do you proceed with your mission with this newfound information?
We're not sure yet. It's just to be discussed after all.
It was really nice talking with all of you. Shiv, do you have a preference? What does the person actually play? Hey, Possible it's Alex. Welcome to the stream. It's your bro, Rococo. What y'all playing? What y'all up to? Before the raid, what game? Got ads. Off rip is nasty work. Oh, fire. No, you get a double down. You have to wait an hour before doing another shout out. Oh, well, before getting the same person, another shout out. That makes sense. Well, fire. Off my ads. What type of EFED do you run? Give me the rundown. Hope everything was well with it. We run hours on Thursday. For hours. It's a grind. It's really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care of your way, sir. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer org? Wow, I tried to think about how that went. It was pretty awkward. Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns. That's a good match. You said FSW. Is it set up? How do you have it set up? So of course you get like Raw, SmackDown, I think NXT to start. What changes did you make, if any? That's how the universe runs. Oh, okay, bet. It's like that. Sometimes you gotta make adjustments on the fly with how to run your EFED and stuff like that. But that's cool, yeah. Ours is kind of similar. We've had one like custom show, and then we use Raw and SmackDown. But they're like friendly. So you know how like TNA is doing their thing with WWE now? It's kind of like that. So we have Dragon Club Wrestling, and then WWE has Raw and SmackDown, and then go back and forth. That's cool. Then oftentimes we'll do, I guess, like pre-Thursday bookings. So people like send ideas, and then we'll like create a storyline, and then we'll implement it kind of live. Some point in the future, I'd like to get like multiple views so I can have things already set up. We'll see how 2K25 does, story-wise. I don't think that we had to like jump super forward though. That's cool. You plan on getting 2K25 or you plan on sticking with 2K24? You can't be angry at such naivety. Oh, that's cool. We've been pretty consistent with like the normal WWE schedule. We've made some adjustments without that was how some things work. So you know the gap between, I guess, we Elimination Chamber WrestleMania. We added one in called One Night In, and then it's like a blank. So we've had one night in Greece, one night in Japan, things like that. Oh, fire! Yeah, I'm excited to full send with 2K25. We played 2K14 before transitioning to 2K24. We started 2K24 whenever it came to PS Plus in October. So I'm going to full send with this one, with arenas. It's gonna be fun, but it'll be worth it. Yeah, I ended up buying the Bloodline edition, which is great because we have pretty much a whole day committed to doing it. But bro, that 125, or however much it was, it'll be worth it. For how much we're gonna spend designing, getting all this stuff done, it'll be worth it for sure. I guess so. I did watch Super Bowl Shiv. It was I'm somebody who like halfway pays attention to football. Like I did fantasy football earlier this year, but Super Bowl it was fire. By the way, has a young woman been back since last time I spoke with her last time? You mean with Lislua? Yeah, her. And the first thing I get whenever I get to 2K25 is I'm going instantly to showcase mode and grinding that out, unlocking everything I need there. And then, since I'm getting like a week early, meaning a week early like everybody else is getting it. A week that you know what I'm trying to say. I'm getting that done first, and then I'm sending that over, getting that put on YouTube. From there, I might just experiment with Universe, because of course there's my GM and stuff like that. I like the idea of my GM, but it's not what we're known for, and I want to be able to really get what we have going started strong, whatever we decide to start it. Yeah. Because the thing about me is like I play it differently than what the game is intended. I like kind of admin over it and control the visuals and things like that, but I don't really play the game. So Showcase mode is my only time I really play the game, and then if I need more coins, which I won't need now because of the new stuff. Welcome back, man. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Frey was being pretty noisy, to the point where Mr. Gallus joined the conversation. Oh my. You really do have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gallus join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest. Or to annoys him. Hey, Possible Talents, I'll see you. Thank you for the raid. Oh, actually, let me take note of you. I'll be sure to hit you back. Oh, we gotta go down. Start on a new list. Yeah, I gotta see. I don't know how to react to that. I don't know what time I'm actually raiding to get things done today. Because numbers fell. Numbers hit like a divot halfway through stream. Like a deep one. In the way that I feel like I need to make another Rate the Games and see where people are feeling and where to put things content-wise. And I'd rather do that now than make a pattern of it happening tomorrow and things like that. I was at fire. So we'll still ride the streamer at some point. I need to get it done tonight though, that Rate the Games. Because is weighing on me, and I don't want it. Because what happens with some people is like they'll see the low number, they'll be like, oh man, I ain't gonna pull up, or man, oh man, I'll go. It's people bring people type thing. So I'll probably do this. I'll probably finish this day, do Skyrim for some amount of time, knock down whatever mission we're on. Do the raid after that. I'll stay streaming. Probably knock out some rivals. Do that for a little bit, and then have the form made by tomorrow morning. Since we have extra time with the YouTube videos being made and all that, I'll get up and send that out. So preferably next week we can have everything locked in. So I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only a week only a week or so. It's the one that's like purple and geometric. The one that y'all don't really see like that. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. They've let me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Fred, you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. All right then, see you around. Take care of your way, folks.